Worst deal ever. If this were Obama that had made this North Korea deal, people would be fucking apoplectic. I don't even know if people realize how shitty this. We would have been better. Everybody said, "Oh, the summit. What's the worst that could happen?" What is happening is the worst that could happen. You have got Kim Jong-un, who's agreed to pretty much nothing. They're estimating that he has over 100 nuclear weapons. I don't even think he'll get rid of half of them. And what has Trump agreed to in return? He's talking about they're going to stop the joint military exercises with South Korea. I don't know if they'll do it, but he says he would like to pull troops out of South Korea, okay? Which, I mean, he's basically talking about leaving South Korea defenseless. He's talking about they're already lifting the sanctions, which is going to be flooding North Korea with new money that they can build more fucking weapons with, okay? I don't know what we're getting out of this North Korea deal. It is a horrible fucking deal. What they should do is come in North Korea and say, let's discuss the terms of your surrender. Because the Kim Jong-un family, as long as they control North Korea, it's bullshit. What should be talked about is reunification with South Korea and how South Korea can take over the entirety of North Korea. Or China can take over the entirety of North Korea. North Korea should not exist. And that's the part that people have got to get through their thick fucking skulls. North Korea should not exist. It is a science experiment gone wrong. And Trump's out there, oh, Kim, he loves his people. 2/3 of the country starved to death in the last 50 years. But he's got famines all the time. People are starving to death. There's 100,000 people in gulags, okay? They're just working their ass off. He doesn't give a fuck about those people that are under him. This deal's good for him because his bloated fat ass can keep stuffing his face with sushi. And Trump's out there and like, we accomplished something. We did a great job. This is working out. He's a horrible deal maker. He's an idiot, okay? When he walks away from something like the Iran deal, think about the Iran deal. And all these Republicans, and they still talk about this shit on Twitter, and they get on me about, oh, he's so smart, he walked away from that terrible deal. The $100 million of assets that we froze, they got that back immediately. That's their own money. They say we paid Iran, we paid them with their own money. That's 100, million, whatever, of their money that was unfrozen and went back to them immediately. What we got was over several years, we allow inspectors into the country and they monitor their nuclear sites and we shut them down or we monitor what they're doing and we get in there. What he did was give them all the money back because that was done. That's been done a year ago. And we don't get to monitor their progress. So they got what they wanted out of the deal. We don't get what we want out of the deal, which was going to take several years to... He's horrible. He's a fucking moron. And I can't believe the goddamn Democrats, the Adam Schiff, the king of Zoloft, is out there, I mean, it's like, how can you do this shit? I mean, I just don't understand it. Like, he's tougher on Canada than he is any of the enemies of the United States he's talking about. And what did he have to do just to get Kim Jong-un to the table to negotiate North Korea? Give China everything that they want because they fucking control North Korea. So he had to let ZTE back into America, which is their spying giant. He's giving Russia everything that they want because that's who's behind their weapons program and giving them the ballistic missiles so that they had 100 nuclear weapons. They couldn't fucking use them. They could not figure out how to put them on ballistic missiles that were accurate. They'd shoot off a ballistic missile to San Francisco and wind up in Iraq. Russia helped him out with that. What does Trump do? We should allow Russia back into the G8. There's no reason not to let Russia back into the G8. He refuses to sign any joint statements with the G7. He's doing all these stupid trade tariffs that do nothing but piss off our allies. He's tougher on fucking Canada than Russia, China, and North Korea. How can you do that? I mean, he's the worst deal maker I've ever fucking seen in my life. And of course, it's no surprise at all that once again, China and Russia, what do they want? They don't care about North Korea. North Korea is small fucking potatoes. They care about the United States. They like to make Trump look good, so maybe he can get that Nobel Peace Prize that he gives a shit about, which is he just can treat that like some golf trophy at some goddamn Trump golf tournament. I have that out there. And that they want to play the United States once again. They want this fucker elected to do a second term because he's given them every goddamn thing that they could ever want. And why do we even want North Korea opened up? Like they showed that video where it's like, oh, a Destiny's Pictures production, right? I don't know if you seen the video that he showed Kim and what their country could be. Well, first of all, Destiny's Pictures Productions is redundant. It should be a Destiny's production or something like that. But Destiny Productions. But when they show it, like the lights turning on in North Korea, why should we even want that? Why should we even give a shit? The term should be his surrender. Does he go live out the rest of his days in China and live fat off the land where he's got billions of dollars or whatever that I'm sure he's stolen from their people. Them and the military go into China and they live there in exile forever, and then reopen North Korea under different leadership or under the South Korea unification. Why do we even want what he's proposing? Why is that even good for the United States? Okay, every time we've opened up one of these clustered ass communist countries like China and Vietnam, all it's ever done is lead to the kind of job theft that he's talking about. In 10 years, are we going to be making iPhones in fucking North Korea? We're going to have their slaves sitting there making shit for us. And hey, where did bumfuck Kansas's factory go? Oh, that North Korea, they're taking all the jobs and shit like that. I mean, why do we even want what he's proposing when we're not getting anything back for it? What does it even matter that that's happening?